Hello, my friends. It's Wednesday, December 17th. Getting close to Christmas. Got a few things to talk about here. Haven't been out to breakfast in over a week because how much snow we've had, and had trouble with getting my driveway plowed out. It was a week ago today that we got our second dump of snow, and my plower had already plowed me out one time. This time I couldn't get hold of him, and so I kept trying and finally got a hold of him. He said, "Yep, I'll be out today," but I got to finish up a few other commercial accounts first. And then he didn't come. He didn't come the next day, or the next day, or the next day. So it's pretty well stranded. Spent Sunday at home, but I talked to one of my friends at the church, and he says, "I hear you." And then that evening, about 4 o'clock, he called me back. He says, "I think I got someone for you." He says, "Give him a call and tell him where you're at." So I did, and the guy, he's about 3 miles from me, just around the corner. And he says, "Yeah, let me get my shoes on, I'll be right over." So before I could get dressed up, there he was out in the driveway. Tried to get him to take some money, but he wouldn't do it. Meanwhile, I'd been telling him about my neighbors, who are just a couple of young kids that had just moved up here from about 60 miles away. And I'd ask them who they were using for a snowplow guy, and he says, "Well, we don't have one. We just been trying to be able to get out to the road with shovels." And so I told this guy about that, and before I knew it, he was over there plowing their driveway out, and their house was all dark. And it was only like 5:30, but it was already dark enough I could see there was no lights on in the house, so I didn't know if they were home or had gone to bed because they got to get up early or what. But he texted me back saying that the wife met him out there, and he gave them the same deal he gave me. So, man, who does that? Plows out 2 driveways, and there's a big one, for free. And he told me, he says, "You call me whenever you need it." He says, "And I'll be here." He says, "I've got 50 commercials accounts, and they got to come first, but I will get you." And that's fine. I hardly ever go anywhere anyway. But so that that's a fantastic thing. I've had to clean the top off my tent garage twice, so it doesn't collapse, because that snow gets heavy. My puppy dog was just outside the door taking a tinkle, and a big dump of snow come down right square on top of him. Boy, he was out there just clawing around trying to get away from it. So anyway, when I get a little more time and it's warming up, another thing, I went out to start my car, and it wouldn't start. So I put battery charger on it for about an hour, and it finally started. And so I looked around. Walmart had a real good deal on battery for my car. It was only $119. So I went there, and of course they didn't have that brand. That was a online brand. So I come back home and placed an order for it. I was supposed to go to the store so I could have them install it. Nope, it's coming to my house today. And that's fine. It's a simple install. It's just got the 2 clamps, and it's sitting in a box. Got a handle. I can just lift it right out. Probably the easiest battery change I'll ever do. But anyway, when I get a few minutes, I'm going to take you a little tour of my place. I moved my shuttle bus to where I can get it closer to the house to be able to run the generator if we get a power outage. And they're probably not going to do it till spring, but they've been putting in a whole bunch of new power poles close to the road, because the previous ones are set in about a block from the road right of way. And so all my farmers in the area they can't run their sprinklers that go around in a circle. They can't run those up in the air or water up along the crops along the road. So, when they do that, they're going to be restringing probably 50 power poles at least. So, anyway, I'll catch up with you here in a second. Well, I'm back home now. I ate my breakfast, and I got a funny something to show you here. Hang on just a second. Okay, I'd made some, it was like a chicken stew. Had potatoes, peas, chicken breast, some gravy in it, stuff like that, in a slow cooker. And of course, I couldn't eat all of it, so being super cold up here, I just set it outdoors, just the bottom of the crock pot, and the lid. And when I went out this morning to go into town for breakfast, I see the lid of it had been knocked off. I thought, well, geez, I wonder what caused that. And I looked down there, took a little better look, and here's a little, not a baby possum, but a young possum curled up sleeping right beside it. And so I reached down with that trowel there and give him a little poke, and he come awake and started hissing at me and stuff. And so I backed off and took that picture you just seen. Put it back up there again. Hang on a second. And so he'd been into my stew. Little devil. Well, figured I might as well just leave it open for him, let him keep on eating it, because I'm not going to eat any of that, And I'll have to, I'll give him a couple of days with it, because it's cold enough out there, it'll stay fresh. And I'll dump the rest of it out and bring the stuff in and wash it up good. But possums are kind of cute. He got a lot of teeth though. Anyway, they got to eat too, right? So, but I didn't get a chance to hang on a second here. I was eating some chicharrones and they stuck in my throat. Pork skins. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, those suckers are dry and they stick to your throat and all that, and get to hacking like my puppy dog does. He's got a collapsed trachea. He's a little chihuahua. Anyway, where was I? Oh, also while I was gone for breakfast, when I got back here, my battery had arrived from Walmart, so I gathered up my tools and went out there and changed that out. And it worked good. I mean, it was quite easy. There was a hold down clamp, and then of course the 2 clamps on the posts, and I cleaned everything up with a brush. And I had gone into town, into a bigger town to where there was a Walmart, because I ordered a battery terminal brush, for the posts and for the clamps, but it wasn't due to be here until Saturday. I didn't want to wait that long to put my battery in, because otherwise I got to keep it on a trickle charger all the time, because it was just at the end of its life. I was hoping I could do it all in one shot and then take the battery in and have Walmart install it, or at least trade in my core, the old battery. But I've lost all my daylight now. You can see everything's dark. But I'll tomorrow try to get outside there where I can give you a little tour of my place. Not inside the house, but out and about in my vehicles and stuff like that. Show you some of the snow. It got up to, I think, 40 or 41 today. And so we lost quite a bit of snow. And tomorrow it's supposed to get up like 48. But there's a possibility of rain, so we shall see. I've still got a bunch of stuff to do out there. I've got lawnmower batteries I got to pull in and bring in the house and keep them warm and charged up during the winter. And I want to put a solar panel on my 2006 Ford E350 van with a charge controller, because that's like a small trickle charger, but when it doesn't need to charge anything, it basically shuts right off and quits trying to charge. And of course, it doesn't charge at night, when it's dark out. But I've got several extra solar panels, and I'll just screw one of them to the side of my shed, that's facing south. It'd be in a vertical position, so that any snow falling just falls right to the ground rather than piling up on it. And that'll keep my battery charged up all winter. I've got another setup like that for my shuttle bus that I've had on it all summer. And right now, both those solar panels are crusted up with snow, so I got to bring them in and thaw them out. But yeah, I mean, you can get a $12 solar charger that will charge, at least charge your AGM and your wet batteries. The cheapest ones, the $12 ones, they're not going to charge the lithium, so I would never try that. But your wet batteries, your regular lead acid batteries, or your AGMs, that charger works great for that. All it knows is the rate of how much charge it's got in it. And then you can always go out there and look at it to look at the solar charger. It'll tell you exactly how many volts your battery is setting at right then, So anyway, we'll do that tomorrow when it's a little bit brighter out there and nice. So that's all for now. We'll talk at you in the morning. Hey folks, today's Thursday, December 18th. Talked to you yesterday, and I'm going to continue this just a little bit here, but first I'm going to show you that I had to move the shuttle bus. It was too far away from the house. Actually, it wasn't too far away, but because I got a 100-foot cord that's 10 gauge, so it would work really good for connecting to the house if I needed to use a generator to keep power in the house for the refrigerator and freezer at the very minimum. Anyway, this is where it was, and started it up. It started right away after setting for several months, and then I just drove a little bit forward so that my rear tires would be on good solid ground, and I gave her proverbial hell here and backed on around there, way around there. You can see where I backed around and did some cutting back and forth here, and then ended up backing right up to back end of the house, the side of the house, within 20 foot of it, so that I've got a good short distance to walk if I'm coming from the house to where I need to hook up the generator and get it started. And tested out my box that I built on the back there that is clamshell, and that worked really good. And the generator inside was nice and dry. And I put the double-ended cord in there that's got two male ends, because my a male end will plug into the house for that receptacle. And after I've turned off all the breakers, including the mains going down to the power line, then I can plug into the female end of the extension cord at the generator, get the generator running, and then plug into the 110 volt outlet and switch the power on, and that'll power up my house. Then I go back inside and just flip on the one breaker I need for refrigerator and freezer. They both run on the same circuit. And believe it or not, that same circuit also has that outlet on it that I'd be plugging into to send power into the house. So actually, I wouldn't even need to turn a breaker on, because as soon as that outlet is powered up from my generator, my refrigerator and freezer will also be powered up. So, and when my generator, of course, that's got breakers, so it's protected 6 ways from Sunday. Okay, now, I got some other things to do. Let me get set up to do that, and I'll show you that. Sorry for the wind noise. next task for today is to hook up a solar charger and a solar panel to my 2006 Ford E350 shuttle, or cargo van, so it can stay charging all winter or trickle in. Last spring I hadn't run it all winter. You gotta come out there, the battery was almost dead, so that's not a good thing. And a solar panel with a solar charger, just a cheapy $12 one, will that'll keep something charged up just the way it needs to be. It's made for, you can see that, just a cheap PWM solar charger. And you hook it up to the battery first so that it knows what it's got to charge. Then you hook it up to the solar panel, and anytime the solar panel sees solar sun, it'll charge only if it's only if it's needed. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm going to put the solar panel probably just on the side of this shed here, vertical, so the snow won't stick to it. Let me sort things out here a second. Now the battery's only showing 11.8 volts. That's a little low for my liking. I'm going to put this under here where it's out of the weather. I'll close the hood. Let's hook her up first. Hang on a minute here, my legs collapsed. Camera leg, tripod leg, not me. Okay, hopefully that's good enough for you. So that's what you're getting. Okay, now I got a couple of screws I want to put in the wall here, and then I'll just hang it from there. I got two sizes, 1 5/8. Gotta figure this tripod out so I don't do that again. One leg there is freaking out. I don't know when it shut off. I got her hung up. Got it plugged in. It's showing that it's sending power to the battery, and I shut the hood, and it's totally overcast, so it's good that it's giving something even though it's way overcast. I mean, not a lot, but I don't need a lot, you know. So this can work every day. Anyway, that's it for right now. How'd you like that nosedive into the snow? That's what it's like to go face first in the snow. My stupid tripod leg wasn't locking for some reason. It's one of these where you pull it down and you twist it and it's supposed to lock up, but doesn't seem to be doing that. I don't know if it's because of the cold or what. But anyway, we'll catch you here in a little bit with something else. Well, folks, I was going to go out and show you my cargo trailer that I converted into a camper, but it's only 19 degrees out there and blowing to beat the band, so it's just super cold. And besides, that trailer is kind of cram-packed with supplies for building my shuttle bus, so we're not going to do that. Probably won't even do that till spring when I get a chance to use up that equipment in the shuttle bus so that you can see the inside of the trailer, and then maybe I'll do a special showing of that because I'll be selling it and make a good advertisement for it. Anyway, you're looking at my storage room back here behind me, behind my recliner. It's just a L-shaped room. I live in a little tiny 13 by 23 cabin. Pretty small, and it's got a bathroom over in the corner. Those are the only walls inside of here, so that makes this a L-shaped piece. And yeah, don't have this tiny cabin don't have a lot of space to spin around to show you a good backdrop, but I hope you like it. I hope it's okay. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos, and I'd like you to consider subscribing. You'll see down in the bottom corner down here a thing that says subscribe, and then over in this corner, if you like first, push that like. Where did my finger go? Down here in this corner, push the like, and then over here push the subscribe. And then right above that will be a white bell. You touch the white bell, it'll turn it black, saying that you will receive all of them. None of that costs you anything. It doesn't commit you to anything. It helps the logarithm in my channel. So anyway, appreciate you watching my videos. Go back and start watching them from the beginning. It's all about a shuttle bus build, basically, and then eventually boondocking. So I'd love to have you watch them, and also love you to make some comments to me, good or bad. But give me a thumbs up. That really helps. And I need more subscribers, so please subscribe. You take it easy. This is Friday the 19th, I believe it is, and I wanted to get this out today so that by Saturday it's where you can watch it. Thanks. Goodbye. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.